punters and panthers, and welcome to another Ring My Bell. We call the tube, and that's what's on tonight. Iran's internet, iCloud's damage post Celebgate, humanoid emotional robots, Amazon pilots, our worldwide weekly startup report, and more. Let's do it. Iran once had a plan and even a program to disconnect itself completely from the entire World Wide Web and build their own version of the internet. Well, things may be changing. In a speech this weekend, President Hassan Rouhani argued that it was crucial for young Iranians to have internet access and that it isn't right to close the gates of the world to youth and deny them access to, wait for it, science. Rouhani even went as far as arguing that supporting mobile internet service, which recently opened up in Iran, was inevitable. Whether or not Rouhani gets his way over the fundamentalist opinion is still unclear. It's also doubtful that the country will make an about-face on censorship anytime in the near future, even if the president gets what he wants. See you on the web, Iranian people. We're here. Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, we're here. And now, as the forensic analysis of the weekend's celebrity intimate photo leak continues, plenty of attention is being focused on iCloud's photo storage as a likely vector for the criminal theft of the images. Apple has confirmed that some celebrities' iCloud account were broken into, but says it has found no evidence that this was caused by a breach of its security system. Instead, the firm suggests perpetrators carried out their thefts by cracking victims' login passwords. Despite that, Apple is still under fire for not giving users tools to better manage what they back up to the cloud, and especially what they shouldn't. This could have not happened at a worse time for the tech giant, set to launch the iPhone 6 and probably a lot more later this month. Let's take a trip down memory lane and see how Apple presented the iCloud to the world just 2 years ago. Oh, we were all so innocent back then. How wholesome. And now for something mildly different, almost the same, actually. Here it comes. Here at the Tube, we are always on the lookout for all things cool and hip within the startup nation, but to feel what is happening in the startup ecosystem of innovation outside of Tel Aviv, we have Nimrod Zouk to tell us all about the big, big world. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. So, let's start.
Okay, our first product comes from Oxford University. It's a research project of digital glasses that's supposed to help people with bad eyesight to see the world around them better.
Okay, let's watch a short video and let's talk about it shortly.
Okay.
We've been working on a project for the last couple of years funded by the Department of Health to build a pair of glasses that can make use of the remaining sight that registered blind people have. It has a camera and a display. The camera picks up the three-dimensionality of objects nearby, and we can turn that into a bright, easy-to-see display and put that onto the inside, basically inside a pair of glasses.
I can't see it. Oh, yes. Wow.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. Oh, I can see your face. Your camera.
Very nice. Make up my face.
Wow, yeah. No, I felt rather like, Geordie LaForge off Star Trek or one of the X-Men or something. It was like sudden extra layer of vision coming down over what I was seeing.
That looks quite impressive.
Yeah, it's reminds a little bit of the Matrix, the way people see the world in the movie, in just a grid or an outline.
You know, we talk a lot about fashionable wearable technology, but I have a feeling it's going to make a lot of difference in the medical field, doesn't it?
Yeah, actually, all the companies that work on wearable tech, like Apple with its HealthKit platform or Intel, they put a lot of their efforts into this field of fitness and medical products. And yeah, of course, that can do a big difference.
So why are we more excited about Google Glass than this? Isn't that more important?
Well, you know, Google is Google. It's a big company. They have a lot of power. Everything they do gets a lot of attention in the media. We actually might, eventually, we might see that running on Google Glass as well. It's not something very...
Okay, time will tell. Let's move on.
Okay, our next product, it's called DrinkMate. It's a little gadget that helps you to know if you drank too much and if you can drive.
You breathe into it?
Yeah, it's a breathalyzer like the one police officers use when they bust you.
We're seeing it on the screen now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that new? I mean, I would imagine things like this would exist for a while now.
Well, they exist, but they are big, they're ugly, they are hard to operate, and this one's supposed to be, they call it the tiniest breathalyzer ever made. And actually, they seems like there is a demand. They're running a Kickstarter project, and they already got $50,000 in early orders.
And it's going to work? You're going to do full in your phone? Full?
No, I never drink, you know. That's
no, me neither,
bad thing
actually.
to do.
It's a bad thing to do. But aren't we becoming too dependent on our smartphone to like do anything, everything?
Well, I think in this case, you know, it's better to be dependent on your smartphone than to have an accident or spend the night in jail after you drank too much or do all those things.
Well, for my assumption, it's for geeks that worry if you know, after one glass of wine, is it okay? Is it not okay? It's not for the drinkers.
Yeah.
And drinkers don't drive. Let's move on.
Okay, our last item today, it's called The Nicest Place on the Internet. And it's kind of an online version of those people, you know, you can see on the street offering passing buyers free hugs.
Oh, wow, my mother used to do that.
Yeah, so actually that's a website when you can open in the browser and you can see a stream of people hugging their camera, and when you watch that, you feel that they're hugging you.
Wow, let's watch an example, and we'll be back in a sec.
I've never loved someone the way I love you. I've never seen a smile like yours. And if you grow up to be king or clown or pauper, I will say you are my favorite one in town.
It's really sad. Isn't the world becoming the loneliest place?
On one hand. On the other hand, when most of the stuff you can find on the internet today is people spreading celebrities' private photos or people telling nasty secrets on other people in secret, then it's actually, I think it's cute to find something where people actually try to do something good for other people.
Yeah, but that moment when you go and ask from the internet to hug you fictionally, you know you had a better day than that. Okay, hug me.
Okay, sure.
Virtually. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For being here. We'll see you next week. Let's move on in a sec. Okay, how does it feel to cross the path of one of Cairo's busiest streets as a woman? Notorious for sexual harassment rates of 97% of the women population, Cairo is a place where women can't really escape the heavy eyes of men lingering around them and the misogynic catcalls to the accidental brushing of men's hands on their bosoms. Tin Van Loan and Colette Gonim decided to put a hidden camera and show the world what it's like to walk the streets of Egypt's capital when you are a woman. They called it Creepers in the Streets and posted it on Vimeo. It's creepy.
Today we will be filming what it's like to walk down the busiest bridge in Cairo as a girl. Enjoy.
ما تتحرش بيها شعار حملتنا نحميها بدل ما تتحرش بيها انا مش بكذب وبقول الحق انا ممكن عاجز اتحرش لا الرجولة حسب النية الرجولة حسب النية يعني لما نعيش في امان وانا جاي شاب بيقدر بس يلا بقى اللي في ايديك كل التحرش تتصدر كل التحرش تتصدر كل التحرش تتصدر ارفع شعارك.
Wow, no other woman on the street. She was there all alone. Weird. And now get ready to get in touch with robots. Advertised as the first personal robot with emotions, Pepper, that's the name of this cute robot, is SoftBank's attempt at introducing affordable androids to the common man. According to Bloomberg, US residents can look forward to purchasing a Pepper of their own from Spring stores by next summer following its Japanese release. The 4-foot robot dances, makes jokes, and estimates human emotions based on expressions, and will generally make you, I don't know, happy. His platform is open for developers to code new apps and add to his abilities. Pepper will go on sale in Japan in February for $1,900. You lucky bastards. Amazon latest pilot season kicked off today with a slate of 5 brand new possible series released for sampling by the public. For the next 30 days, people can provide feedback to the digital studio about the shows, which include comedies from Whit Stillman and Steve Soderbergh, and a drama starring Sons of Anarchy alumni Ron Perlman. This marks the 3rd time Amazon has, as part of its unique development process, opened up their pilots for feedback to determine which shows will be made into full series. Last time, 2 pilots were picked and now are in production, Transparent and Mozart in the Jungle. This time, Amazon got Mark Foster to direct the pilot for The Hand of God and David Gordon Green to direct the pilot for Red Oaks Watch It.
You want to tell me where you disappeared to for 3 days?
These voices that I'm hearing, these visions that I'm seeing, they're real.
I still passed.
A C is a Jewish F.
Not allow a woman as beautiful as yourself to be sitting all alone up in that tree. Ow. Ow. I'm physically not able to be with you.
Hi, you're still here.
No, we live here. We're Parisians.
Oh.
We love you. Thank you for coming tonight.
Freddie, how'd you get a girl that hot?
I bought her from Russia.
Now, I don't know if he's drinking more or if his liver just stopped working.
I want another empanada. Ow!
Oh!
Nice job getting us curious, Amazon, and Chloe Sevigny is always lovely. And now, HBO's John Oliver gets a lot of fan mail, and by what we mean, he gets plenty of stupid YouTube comments. So he decided to answer some of them. It's Snarky.
A YouTube user actually wrote, and this is very touching, I don't even understand why the audience is laughing, which I hope was a comment on the seriousness of the subject matter and not a referendum on the comedy contained. John Oliver's face does look like a parrot. Now, there's a lot to feel uncomfortable about there, but primarily there's the word does. Like he's agreeing with someone. But my favourite comment in recent weeks was this one from the very same video, which was in Spanish, and it really touched me to think that my comedy had crossed the language barrier. Finally, I thought, I truly understand what it means to live la vida loca. Until that is, I went to a Google translation page and pressed translate and saw the message was Spanish for son of a bitch motherfucking shit like you see on TV makes me sick the world. Which,
And now imagine driving along in crazy old Russia when all of a sudden you stumble upon the funniest street brawl ever. Good things you had your dashboard camera. I never leave home without it.
ребят. Что там?
Середник, ты что? Да, поближе. Тёма, ты удачно проснулся. Башка отлетела.
I really hope it's fake, because it's not funny. It's not funny. He's been being beat up there. We don't like this here at theTube. And that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. Log on to our Twitter and our Tumblr. It's theTube24. We'll be here tomorrow. And now some food for thought. Women belong in the kitchen. Men belong in the kitchen. Everybody belongs in the kitchen. Kitchen has food. Goodbye.